Alright guys, well welcome back to another episode of my 79 series double cab Land Cruiser build. Now the tub and the canopy is already on, there's a whole bunch of other things, but today we are going to be focusing on the camping side of it. So we're going to be installing our AX27 rooftop tent. That's the big boy at the top of our range. So I'm going to be getting that on there, and the thought is to run a double awning setup. Now it's not a have to, and we're going to try it, so hopefully it works, and we'll know this by the end of the video. But the goal is to have a 270 XT Max awning on the left hand side. It's going to fold forward and come around the back to give me this rear coverage that I'll need from when I'm doing my cooking and so on, basing myself at the rear of the vehicle. And also a 180 XT Max awning on the right hand side. Now those are going to have to be positioned at different heights, so that's the part which we're still going to have to see and test fit. And then the theory is that the rear arm of the 180 Max will come around and just go over the top of the 270 XT left awning. It's going to be coming around this end. So we're going to get basically 10 up there, the two awnings, and the tent we're going to be fastening with these brackets. Now these are the new Rhino Man to tent brackets, and these will probably work for a few makes out there, probably the RSI canopies, possibly even the RLD canopies out there. So basically any canopy with the rail, as long as the pitch lines up with those and it suits our tent, I have provided slots there, so there is a bit of an option. Now the nice thing is with these, they're a lot lighter than running load bars. I managed to keep the profile down to only 35 mil, so still nice and low profile, lighter, fully stainless steel and powder coated black. So these are going to be test fitted on this today as well, and we'll see how we go with that. Stay tuned and let's get stuck into this. The boys have got the tent up there, and so far we've fitted the 35 mil high feet, so special brackets that I had made up. Now that's the Rhino Cab to the tent feet that we put on. That's basically giving us some of the lowest profile that we can get on these. Now note how I've hung it over the back. This is just past the rear, but once we have a bull bar and not a bull bar, but rather a rear bar and a tow bar on here, it'll be better. It also only has a 700 mil overhang in the front, and that's what I wanted to be careful of, making sure I don't have too much over the front so that it comes down and touches the roof of my vehicle during flexing and off-road. But stay tuned. Next up, the two awnings go on, and then we're going to give it a bash. Right guys, so we got through the workshop, fitted the tent, fitted the awnings. Now it was a bit of a muck around with the awnings because being the first vehicle that we really fitted two awnings onto, being the 270 XT Max and the 180 XT Max on that side, is we had to configure out how they're going to overlap each other. So this is basically the only way we figured out how to do it. Is the awning to tent brackets on the 270 I've mounted downwards. Being that this is going to be the awning I'm using the most, I'm got a bit lower so I can actually reach it, and it's easier to reach. The vehicle is extremely high, but it's also awesome at the same time. On the other side, the 180 is put in the upward position on the brackets, so it's sitting at decent 50 mil higher than this one from the base to base. So it looks a bit strange from the rear when it's all closed up, but I don't think once the whole pitch is done and the whole vehicle's done, it'll be fine. Now on the front of the vehicle there, the flares are off, so if you are seeing that in the background, I have taken the flares off. Absolute nightmare with the clips to get it off. You tend to break most of the clips on the flares. Just so that you guys know, you're looking at $5 something for each, literally each clip. So I think that bill set me back close to $140 for the two flare clips. Anyway, those are getting sprayed at the moment, so the flares will come on next, and I'm matching the two colors on the flares. But let's get these awnings open and see what we got. Now, there's a sequence in which I have to do, and I need to do the 180 degree first, being higher than the other one. So effectively, I'm just quickly zipping it open, popping the straps, that one and that one, dropping that down. Now, the arm will fold out to the left, like that, both arms, and then the inner one from the back out to the right, like that. Just making sure my canvas is all good to go. All right, now what I've done is I've got a little carabiner here in my hand, and I'm just going to be clipping that on, and I've put a iron nut in the path at the back here, so I should be able to get to that pretty easily. Just give myself plenty of slack, come in, going over the top there and clipping that into position. If I can see, there we go. So that's there, and I'm able to then tension that up to about the 90 degree mark. Now the front one is going to come around, and this one is going to then be the crisscross pattern. So basically pull the front one right around and open, walk around the front of the vehicle, and I'm hooking into an eye bolt on this side. Now it's not going to be every single day that I'm setting up both awnings. It's really when you're spending like the whole day on the beach, just to give you massive amounts of shade. So got that one pulled in nice and tight there, and that one's done. Now let me pop over to the 270-degree awning on the other side. Alrighty. There we go, undo the bag there, drop down that, fold the front out first. Being the Maxes, they both have that forward folding section as well. Bring the back around. Now, I will take up my tension properly on this one at the end. For now, I'm just clipping it on there. I'll run the front end out first, and that's going to be the same as this one, same as the 180. So basically, crisscrossing across the bonnet. So I've got enough slack there. I'll walk all the way around. This one goes under that one, hook it into place. Now bearing in mind I will get faster at this. This is literally like one of the first times I'm setting it up in the open. So that's there, and then the final adjustment will be on the back end. Now I've put this in a position that we can space it underneath the tent. Being my primary awning, I'm going to be able to pull that, and it's lying underneath the tent, stopping all that water. Now there you go, guys. That is my awning setup. It is absolutely massive. Just tuck that on top there. Now I've got ample space on both sides of the vehicle, all the way around the back. I've got access into my door. That'll come up over there, as well as the side doors equal on that side over there, and the opposite. So just giving me a huge amount of access space. I can invite the whole family, all the friends, have some good beers. It'll be great. Guys, thanks for watching this episode on the tent and awning installation on this. Yeah, basically it's huge amounts of shade. It's absolutely massive. Super excited. I can't wait to use it. Stay tuned for the next episode, and don't forget to go bush. I'll catch you later.